All right, guys, so we got to talk about AOC, who I've been telling you is losing her mind. She's losing her mind over Roe v. Wade being overturned by the Supreme Court. I mean, she's come out here and said all types of cuckoo for Cocoa Puff crazy stuff, like that the Supreme Court should be abolished, okay? We should impeach Clarence Thomas. All types of crazy stuff, man, because she's simply salty that she can't get her way, okay? So with that being said, AOC is having a whole lot of copium, right? A whole lot of copium. She just sniffing it up. Sniffing up the copium. High off the copium. Post Roe v. Wade being overturned. And this Instagram live story that she posted is a prime example of how AOC is coping with the massive L's that the Democrat Party has taken over and over again from the Supreme Court, okay? And AOC says that she is resisting, right? She is resisting Roe v. Wade being overturned through getting her nails done, which she calls an act of reclamation, right? Yes, I'm so serious. She's saying that she's resisting the Supreme Court decision that she didn't like by getting her nails done because that is an act of reclamation. Take a look.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. And I say happy because joy, too, can be an act of resistance. I want to talk about personal acts of reclamation because sometimes people will say, there's nothing I can do, I can't do, I feel so powerless. And there is no act too small that you can engage in. And even today, I have a personal errand. I need to redo my nails. And I've decided that I'm going to use my new manicure as almost like a personal act of reclamation for me and my story. So I grew up in a pretty socially conservative environment, a very religious environment. I don't talk about it much, but that's just what it is. And it was very socially conservative again, like to the point where I couldn't really even paint my nails red until I pretty much graduated and left the house. Because there was just a lot of discussion about how red nails, red lipstick, it's just portrays kind of a message about the kind of woman that you are. And I think a lot of times that kind of woman, which is ungovernable, it often gets translated to loose, is seen as bad or negative. And I think like as I've grown older, what it really is power, powerful women, bold women who do what they deem is best. That's how I'm choosing to reclaim it. And I kind of started stepping into that energy when I first started wearing red lipstick on the campaign.
Okay, so AOC, if I understand what she's saying here, it's really hard to understand because she's speaking a whole lot of nonsense, but I'm going to try to use as much brain power as I can to understand the point that she's trying to make, okay? It sounds to me like she's saying that she grew up in a conservative household, right? Her parents were not playing around, which means she was raised right. You know, that women should not be dressing in certain ways, okay? And a part of that is, you know, hey, not getting your nails done in certain ways, okay? Not getting them painted red and, you know, doing things that, you know, traditionally we would assign to women who are loose, okay? Who, you know, give up the cheeks, right? Whose legs are spread and wide open, okay? She's saying that she is doing things that are traditionally associated with whores, right? I mean, that's what she said in a nutshell. She's doing things that are traditionally associated with that as a way to reclaim and an act of resistance following the Supreme Court's decisions that she didn't like, which, again, really blows my mind because the definition of reclamation is an act of returning something to a former better state. I don't understand how wearing red fingernails does any of that, right? I don't understand how it does any of that when it comes to the whole Supreme Court thing, okay? I really don't understand. AOC, if you wanted to get your nails done, you should just go get your nails done in silence, right? Don't tell the world you're going to get your nails done. But who knows? Maybe she was afraid that one of her supporters would see her getting her nails done, getting her little manicure, while they're supposed to be fighting for your rights, right? Your abortion rights. Which, by the way, I totally understand why AOC is so hurt by Roe v. Wade being overturned, because it doesn't allow people like her who want to present themselves as loose women to be loose anymore, right? There's actually consequences to being loose, okay? There's consequences now. And because of that, she's upset and she is hurt, okay? But my point here, guys, is that ain't it amazing that this is the Democrats' idea of fighting for their base, right? AOC is fighting for her base by going out here and getting her nails done. And she posts this on the internet and thinks that for whatever reason, this is going to be a good look, okay? If you were going to get your nails done, just go get your nails done. Don't go on the internet and try to make an excuse for you getting your nails done by saying, well, I'm getting my nails done because I'm fighting for you guys, right? This is resistance. I'm resisting. This is reclamation. I am returning something to a former or better state by getting my nails done. I don't understand, right? I really don't understand, okay? Maybe she's talking about herself. Maybe she's talking about making herself feel good. But that's not an act of resistance, right? Make yourself feel good about what happened with Roe v. Wade being overturned. That's not resistance. That's just making you be okay with it, which is fine. If you want to be okay with it and stop crying and whining about it, fine. I am totally for that, right? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing you and your supporters in the streets protesting, committing an insurrection, right? I'm sick and tired of it. So yeah, if that's what it takes to make you feel better about it, for dressing up like what you would define as a loose woman, fine, right? Do that, okay? Do that. But don't sit here and say you're resisting. You're not resisting. Only thing you're doing is you're making excuses for why one of your supporters will see you in the nail salon getting your nails done. That's what you're doing. Just own up to it. But don't act like you in the fight, because you're not, right? Because you're not. Again, guys, this is the Democrats' version of fighting for their base, okay? It kind of reminds me of Kamala Harris in that picture she posted of her on Air Force Two watching CNN saying that we're fighting for you, right? This is our version of fighting for you. Flying on Air Force Two, right? Watching CNN, okay? And she got absolutely demolished for posting that picture, right? She got absolutely demolished. But here's AOC getting her nails done. AOC dressing like a loose woman. Nancy Pelosi kneeling, right? Kneeling, okay? Wearing dashikis, okay? Virtue signaling, passing silly, toothless hate crime bills, right? That is the Democrats' idea of fighting for their base. And this is why you have so many people that instead of rallying around Democrats because Roe v. Wade got overturned and going after Republicans, they're actually just going after Democrats. They're just like, you guys are useless. You guys are weak. You guys continue to lose because you're not actually fighting. You're not actually doing anything but trying to work virtue signal for money, right? That's the only thing you're trying to do. The only legislation that the Democrats are really trying to pass is legislation to allow them to keep power. That is it. That is it. And people are catching up to this stuff. People are figuring out the game. They're figuring out the game. This is why they're going to get murdered. This is why they're going to get blown out in 2022 in the midterms. Because people are sick and tired of this. They're sick and tired of this performative nonsense, right? And AOC in this video is putting on more performative nonsense. I'm going to get my nails did as an act of resistance, as an act of reclamation. It's almost like AOC is a cult leader, right? If you're following AOC, if you take this woman seriously as a politician, as a leader, you're in a cult, right? You are in a cult because this is a cult-like message, right? It is a cult-like message, okay? It just blows my mind. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.